Hi, I'm Rob from bestproteinpowderonline.co.uk, and today I'm going to be reviewing the LA Muscle LA Whey protein powder. To review this protein powder, I'm going to cover some of the key points, so what it's used for, the target market, the cost, the mixability and taste, and also the overall good and bad points. I would categorise it as a size and strength protein, and this is predominantly because it has relatively high level of protein. It's about 70% protein, but it also has a small amount of carbs, so 15%. That's ideal for trying to put on size if you're trying to build, because after your hard workout, when you've been in the gym, you want a good quality protein but also carbs. I think that LA Muscle are trying to pitch it towards that type of market. In addition, it also has high levels of BCAAs, so branch chain amino acids, and I really think that they're really targeted that, and they're pushing that because they know that people are aware that having more BCAAs is critical after a heavy workout, because it will help to repair and grow your muscles. The cost of this protein powder is really high, actually, a lot higher than I thought it would be. I think it was about £80 for a 2.2 kilo tub, which is really at the top end. I'm trying to work out why and what ingredients they have in there that make it so expensive. First of all, it's from a whey concentrate, which is generally cheaper to produce. They've got extra BCAAs in there, so maybe that's added to the cost. I'm not exactly sure why, but it's an expensive protein powder. I think that when I first put it into the shaker and I added the water, you could tell that it was going to mix really easily. The powder was very fine, and when I made it and shook it up, it was great. There were no clumpy bits, everything mixed well, so I wasn't losing any on the side of the shaker. So that was perfect, great. I tasted it, and I should say at this point that I always use water, I don't use milk with my shakes. It tasted very weak, so it just tasted like I was drinking a sort of weak flavoured water, really. This is a strawberry flavour. It wasn't too bad. I think if you're going to have it, then you want to make it very thick, so only like 150 ml of water per serving. I had about 300, and it was really weak, and I didn't particularly like the taste. In terms of mixing, I would give it 10 out of 10, but taste, probably only 5 or 6 out of 10, really. So on to the good points about this protein powder. First of all, I would say it mixes really well. That's a real plus point for me, and it means you're not losing protein powder where it's clumped up and you have to wash it away when you're washing your shaker afterwards. In addition, I would say it's also high in protein, which is good, and it's got a good mix between protein and carbs, so that's a plus point. Also, there are a lot of BCAAs in there, added BCAAs, so that will really help to repair your muscles after a workout. It's especially high in glutamine, which is really going to help to repair and give back to your muscles what they need after a strenuous workout. So the bad points about this LA Whey protein powder, first of all, I would say it's a whey concentrate, so it's really expensive for some reason. It being a concentrate, I'm not a big fan of. I usually go for an isolate, mainly because I prefer to have lower levels of lactose so that I don't get any bloating or any sort of reaction to it. So yeah, it's expensive, and because it's from whey concentrate, it's going to take a lot longer to absorb into the bloodstream. After a hard workout, that's the last thing you want. You want something that's quick generally that is why I stick to a whey protein isolate, or more recently hydrolyzed whey. It's also very expensive, particularly considering it's from a whey concentrate. So that's another bad. It's a quite a big negative as far as I'm concerned, the cost. So overall, I would give this protein powder a 7 out of 10. It's good, it mixes well, it's got a nice balance of protein and carbohydrates, but to be honest, it's just not worth the money. It's £80. If it's £80 because it's got a lot of BCAAs in, then I think that you could just go out and buy a separate BCAA powder and mix that in with your protein shake.